Hello, welcome to the Q&A. So thank you to everyone on Instagram who sent me some questions to answer. Number one is, how old are you? Well, I will tell you, I look about 14, but I'm actually 24. Number two, tell me an interesting fact about you. This is my go-to fact every single time, and that is that I'm a twin. My twin Rachel is 6 minutes older than me, and she doesn't let me forget it. In answer to the question that everyone always asks, do you feel each other's pain? The only way that we can find out is if you go and punch Rachel and see if I retaliate. Number three, where did you grow up? I grew up in a small town called Oakham. It's part of the smallest county in the whole of England, called Rutland, and the only county without a McDonald's, to give you a bit of context of what little things there are there. Number four. Oh, why do my hands look so orange? I'll tell you why, actually. So, apparently, if you eat a load of carrots, the carotene in it can make your hands look orange, but who knew? Which brings me on to my question. Number four. What is your favourite sweet treat? Carrot cake, mate. All the time. Next question. What is your favourite animal? Well, despite having a dinosaur on my jumper, it's not actually my favourite animal. Plot twist. My favourite animal is a shark, because they're just so cool. Like, they can sense electromagnetic senses, and they can sense when prey's nearby with what's called ampular pores on them, and I find that really cool. As well as, like, the million other things that I know about sharks, such as... What do I know about sharks? They don't sleep, because if they sleep and stay still, then they can't get the airflow through the gills, so then they die. Next question, biggest fear? Biggest fear is eating with a plastic cutlery. I hate it. I can't stand it. Save the environment. Number two is probably as well eating yogurt and getting it stuck around my lips, because I don't know, I just must look a bit grim for whoever sat with me having to see me. I don't know, it's just something that I can't do. Like, if you saw me eating a yogurt in public, then you're a very lucky person, because usually I do it behind closed doors. It's my evening snack, it's got to be. Next question is, what is the best motorway for bike riding? Basically, the reason for this question is that I happen to have rode my push bike on the M6. Basically what happened was I went on a bike ride, ended up at East Midlands Airport, forgot to tell them that I'd travelled by bike, so I went into a hotel and said, how do I get back to Loughborough? Because I was at Loughborough Uni at the time. They said, just take the first exit off the motorway, and then I ended up cycling down there, had to ring the SOS box, got the police escorting me, and got the billboards on the motorway saying beware pedestrians, so everyone had to do 50 miles an hour as a result of me. Not many can say they've done that, can they? Or was it the M1? I don't know. Either way, it was a good motorway to ride on. Good hard shoulder. Next question, how did you get into fitness? Probably as a result of my brother and sister both liking sport as well. So my brother just needed someone to stand in goal in the garden while he kicked a football at me. And then my sister used to play tennis with me, and we used to do sport together as well. So probably from that. Ooh, biggest secret. Well, might not be my biggest, but I'll let you in on a secret of mine. So when I was younger, the only way that I could get a day off school was if I had a temperature. So one time I felt ill, but I wouldn't be able to get the day off school if I didn't have a temperature. So you can tell how proud I am of this. Like, what a genius of a child. I put my forehead on the radiator in my room, and then obviously time was of the essence because I had to get that thermometer on my forehead before I cooled down. So I went downstairs, and then Mum took the temperature of my forehead, and I got the day off school. Yeah. Other than fitness, what are you passionate about? Well, I'm passionate about music. I've always loved music. I used to play the flute since year 3, and I played it for 8 years. Well, I didn't play the flute for 8 years because I had to play the fife first because my hands were too small for a flute. But yeah, I played that for 8 years. And yeah, I love music. I'm also passionate about mental health and psychology. So I have a big interest on how psychology you can reframe your thought processes to have a different sort of outcome and perception of a situation. That sounds really cryptic, but I hope this has enabled you to get to know me a little bit more aside from fitness. But yeah, thank you for watching.